Hi everyone, a very good morning to all. Welcome to our science class. So we are discussing about the parts of plants. We completed the discussions regarding leaves, stem and root. Next we are going to study about the flower. So flowers are the most beautiful and attractive parts of a plant. We can see variety existing among flowers. The flowers of different plants, they are differ in their color, structure, fragrance, smell. In all these aspects, the flowers are different. So in this part, we have to study what are the main parts of a flower. So the outermost part of a flower, when we are observing a flower bud or a flower, we can see the outermost part of a flower bud or flower that is green in color and which is called sepals. Sepals are usually enclosing or protecting the flower, all other inner parts of a flower, especially during bud condition. Just after the sepals, we can see the next attractive part of the flower, variously colored part of the flower. What's its name? That is the petals. Petals are variously colored with a good smell, okay, which will attract the insects and others. The number of sepals may be different for different flowers. Some of the flowers shows only 3 petals. Sepals and petals also different. Some of the flowers shows 3 sepals and 3 petals. Some others show 5 petals. Some others are with a number of petals. So the number, size, shape of petals may be different for different types of plants. Some of the petals are fused. Fused means all the petals are not free, they are fused. Colambi, bellflower, colambi പൂ അറിയാലോ അല്ലേ, bellflower, datura, ആവണക്ക്, datura. Then hibiscus, ചെമ്പരത്തി. What is the condition? Sepals are fused. In case of hibiscus, sepals are fused, not free. What about the sepals of rose? It is free, not fused. So some of the sepals are fused while some of the petals are fused. Okay. Next we can see what are the things that is present inside in these petals and sepals. When we are removing the sepals and petals to see the other parts, we can see that inside of these petals and sepals some yellow colored or white or orange colored parts. These are the male and female parts of a flower. The male part of a flower, that is called stamen, and the female part of a flower, that is called pistil. You can see in the page number 61, figure 7.23 and figure 7.24. The number of stamens are different. Sometimes some of the flowers shows only 1 or 2 stamens, while some other flowers which shows a large number of stamens. And a single stamen consists of a long stalk-like structure. ഒരു ബേസ് പോലെ ഒരു നീണ്ട കൂല് പോലെ കാണാം. This is the filament. And over the top of this stalk-like structure, we can see there is a small yellow-colored sac-like structure. This is the anther. So what are the parts of a stamen? Anther and filament. Then inside in the anther, a number of very small powder-like structures are there. These are the pollen grains. These are the male reproductive part of a flower. These pollen grains are usually present over the filament, and also over the anther of the flower. And this is, we are usually calling as the pumbudi. Okay, this is the pollen grain that is present inside in the anther. Then inner to it, the innermost part of the flower, that is a pistil. The pistil, that is a figure 7.24. Pistil consists of 3 important parts. A basal solan part, that is called ovary, a middle long style, and an upper sticky part, that is the stigma. Stigma is somewhat sticky. velvet-like part is there on the top. In case of hibiscus flower, Chembarati, we can see it is very clear. Red colored velvet-like part we can see at the tip of this pistil. Okay, so these are the three main parts of the ovule, and inside in the ovule we can see a number of small bead-like structures are there. ഇതുപോലെ ചെറിയ വെളുത്ത മണി പോലെ കാണാം. Okay, these are called ovules. These are the female parts of the flower, that is the ovules. So that's all about the parts of flower, and you can study more and more about the flower, different types of flowers. Okay, just go for a walk to your garden or any other area, any field trip, and pluck a number of flowers and find out the variety. Do all the flowers are with sepals, petals, stamens and pistils? What is the number of petals and stamens? Does all the petals are fused? Whether they are showing anther or filament? Like this, a number of varieties are there. You can see and you can study all these differences. Okay, thank you.